If you're like me, one of your stumbling blocks when it comes to decorating your home is trying to determine what your style is. Is it contemporary, traditional, eclectic, modern, or does that even really matter? Our guest today is Echo Johnson, who is a designer at Carter's Furniture in Midland. Echo, you guys created this beautiful set that I really feel like captured my spirit. So I knew you were the person to come to. When we talk about style, how do you determine what your style is and how important is it?
Well, I think a lot of people, when it comes down to, I want to decorate my house, they get really just overwhelmed by what is my style, and they want to narrow it down and they want to pick one thing. And I think what has happened is there's Pinterest, there's HGTV, there's magazines, you can just Google anything. And I think people get overwhelmed with all the images and they think, well, I like that, well, I like this, but I also like this. And then next thing they know, they're like, I don't know what I like.
You just described me.
Right. You just get so many ideas going. And I think if people can just kind of focus and say, these are the things I like in a room, that is me. It is okay to also like other things, but to kind of find out, this is what makes me happy. I'm more comfortable when a room is bright. I'm more comfortable when things are kind of dark. I'm more comfortable, just kind of find like your basics. And then after that, it really doesn't matter. And I think that kind of hinders people sometimes because they just focus on what is my style, instead of what can I do in the space that makes it me and makes it comfortable for me.
You just freed me. I mean, I feel we had a freeing moment here. Right. You did bring a few pictures for us that kind of maybe give us some ideas. And this first one, you kind of call this traditional, right?
It's kind of, I just picked, there's so many styles out there. So I picked just a few that we do so well with at Carter's. Okay. That I feel like is kind of the West Texas style that people in general tend to go to. And our first one is kind of traditional, but it's more of the old world style traditional. Old world is your darker colors. You've got the rusts and the reds and the blacks and the browns, but everything's a little bit more muted to make it look a little aged, a little distressed. Yeah. Nothing shiny. They don't like any, like solid painted pieces. Everything is distressed. Even the wood pieces are, we've got the tone on tone, so the browns and the blacks mixed. That is more of the old world style, is the age distressed look.
It's gorgeous. And then the second picture that you have is such a contrast, but I love this equally as well.
Right. And this is more transitional, and transitional seems to be the hot style right now. Transitional characteristics are more of a lack of color, whereas the other one was heavily color. This one's more of a monotone look. It's kind of a marriage between contemporary and traditional, and so it can kind of lend itself for both ways. The sofa is a little bit more of a traditional style with more contemporary pillow fabrics, and then mixed with a cowhide ottoman, but with the sleek stainless steel legs. So it kind of brings it all together.
You said when you created our set that was kind of the look you were going for. Right, and I love it. It is kind of a little more monotone, but then pops of color.
Right, pops of color.
Now, if you want to really talk about color, this third example, I love this too. This is, see, you're describing me. What would you call this?
I kind of made up a style for this one. It's cottagey, but I'm going to call it cottage eclectic, because cottage style is typically your pinks, light purples, your real light colors, and this is very bright, and they've really added pops of color in that. So it's the style of a cottage feel, but with more pop and with more funk to it.
I love that, Echo. So this really explains to you that if you were like me and you saw this, you liked everything you saw, it's okay, go with it.
Right. It's not, I like to describe it as you're not married to a style. So it's okay to try other things and bring other things in, and most people love different styles. Very few people are going to be 100% one style or the other. So
no
it's
matchy-matchy. That's my motto for 2014.
Right,
no
exactly.
Echo, we love having you guys here. We love the store. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.